I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money, money in the bank. Coming with a dank, skrilling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sit and I on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on Sports.com. I'm the boy Eazy, joined my guy Spin Mo Rex.
What up, though?
No young Chris. Something happened to his car?
I don't know. Probably.
What's the word, JB? What's going on with young Platte?
Hey, I really couldn't tell you. All I know is something's going on with this car. Something broke, something fell off, but no showing today. So you guys are stuck with me.
That's crazy. Because, like, when we were in his car, we were telling him something's broken. Lo and behold, something broke. And in place of JB Smooth, on the ones and twos, we are blessed with the opportunity of having a guy who's been present at training camp, Broder.
Yeah, it's like if JB's in the TD booth, who's in the sound booth?
Boom!
This guy.
Broder, how's camp been for you?
It's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun seeing them out there on the field and, you know, kind of gaining a little bit of understanding before the season's coming.
Yeah.
You know, around all this hype, just getting to see them out there. I know we're going to talk a lot about them today, but it's been good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was great to see the heavies out there on Saturday. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
fun.
sir.
It was a good time.
So,
I don't know, Spinny took the first, seat. Let us all go find our own seats.
Yep.
And was like, hey, tell that guy to move so I can sit by you guys.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Yeah, you should have waited.
Yeah.
I feel like you're still drunk.
No, I just wanted to sit down. I know seats were scarce, so I found an aisle seat
Shot hoeing us.
and took it.
I sent the Lizzo thing, but read the Lizzo thing.
Yeah.
Did you, by chance?
I did read the Lizzo thing.
Lizzo fat shaming? Is this a real thing?
Yeah, apparently, she's getting a bunch of sexual harassment causes because she went to a strip club in Amsterdam with her dancers, and she was making them, grab dildos out of performers and eat bananas out of performers, and then she fat shamed one of her, or body shamed. It said body shamed, so I don't know.
Okay.
Body shamed one of her dancers, and then made her, that same dancer ended up pooping her pants during an 8-hour practice routine with no bathroom breaks. So Lizzo's just a trash person, is what it breaks down.
Wow. Gotta be honest with you. Not that surprised.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not that surprised. I will say, actually, about the sexual stuff, kind of wild.
I'm here for the memes.
The Lizzo memes?
Yeah, it's all like me on Lizzo's downfall. It's like a dude in a suit.
There was one out there with her with the what the hell? I don't remember what it was now. I'm trying to think what song it was. But it was her with the Hitler stash. What was one of the big songs she had?
Don't know. I just know the one.
Oh, blame it on the Jews. Blame it on the Jews.
Don't know that song.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
Bro, if I put that song, you would know it.
Probably. I've heard it before, probably. But
I'm just not doing a good job of.
I know the
singing it.
one song.
What one?
One thing right till they gotta be right.
She snapped on that one. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
she does for sure. She plays the flute pretty well. She does. She does. But apparently she's a trash person, so
How do you not know her second most famous song, but you know she plays the flute really well?
I don't know. I mean, memes, man. Memes. But it is the trade deadline. The trade deadline is at 6 today, and apparently Erod had a deal done with the Dodgers. But Erod invoked his 10-team no-trade clause because he didn't want to go to the Dodgers, apparently. I don't know why he wouldn't want to go to the Dodgers. And so that got killed. So Scott Harris has got to find a new partner, and hopefully Erod doesn't say no to them, too.
Erod's just a weird guy.
He's a weird guy.
He had the weird leave of absence situation last year. I
Yeah.
mean, hopefully everything's all right with whatever you had going on mentally, but then this happens, and the two together just equates weird guy.
They did end up trading Lorenzen to the Phillies for the number 5 prospect in their system. His name's Ho-Yu Lee. He's what?
Just keep going.
Ho-Yu Lee is the player they traded for. He's a infielder prospect. He's a second baseman. He's
Ho-Yu
20 years old. So maybe in 5 years we'll see him.
He's Japanese.
He's from Taiwan.
I was wondering.
Yeah. So hopefully they can get a deal done for Erod that he doesn't veto before 6 o'clock.
He has a no trade then?
I guess. I didn't know he had a no trade clause.
Why the fuck does this guy have a no trade
He's got a
clause?
10-team no trade clause.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He can say no to 10 teams?
Yeah.
Maybe the taxes in LA suck?
I don't know.
I mean, I know they do suck, actually.
But why wouldn't you want to go live in California? I'd live in California right now.
The taxes are wild.
You guys can trade me to Rodeo Drive Sports.
Oh, Rodeo Drive Sports.
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
That would be lit.
There's a lot
I was walking down Rodeo Drive when I was in Cali with the boys.
Uh-huh.
And like we were just looking at like, you know,
Stuff you can't afford.
all the whips and stuff. We weren't like going to any of the stores.
Yeah.
But we were like looking at all the whips and like there's Rolls Royces and Lamborghinis and shit. And we walked past one of the stores and the guy looked at us and closed the door. Because, you know, he's like, these motherfuckers, they're not buying shit.
Wow.
I was about to go cash out on like a $700 t-shirt from Fenty. Just be like, what up, bitch?
Yeah, that shit happened to me when I was in Hawaii at the Gucci store. The security guy came and like stood, and I was like, I almost want to buy something just because you did that shit.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to buy something. Like, fuck you.
Did not want to buy anything.
Gross.
Yeah, rich people are disgusting.
And like, to be honest with you too, like, how much do you think the security guy at fucking those places are making? Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was the Rolex store.
Oh,
so he's
that guy probably makes.
Probably making. I mean, he's definitely making more than I do. So.
Yeah. Well, everyone's making.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I gotta feel like the security guys like are making a regular ass wage. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing to act like that over. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see the video of the bear in the Chinese zoo?
No.
Do you have that one, JV? So, Chinese zoo officials are trying to tell people that this isn't just a human in a bear suit, and it's an actual bear. But I mean, it looks looks pretty obviously like it's a human in a bear suit. Like,
right there, yeah.
bro's just chilling.
I gotta be honest.
Then watch his head swing when it like goes down. This is yeah, it's definitely not a real bear, right?
I don't know, dude. I've seen a lot of videos where I thought it was a human in a bear suit.
That's definitely a
And
human in a
being a
bear
bear.
suit. That is not a bear.
It's like someone with a beer belly just like
Yeah.
looking around at the crowd.
It's like when you get up after like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. Just like, oh.
That was not a
Time to
bear.
hit the old dusty trail. There's a lot of videos like that, honestly. Believe it or not.
That was not a bear. That was a
There's
human
that
in a
one.
bear suit.
The guy's like just like chilling, and the bear's like, just like sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
I thought that had to be a bear suit
No, those.
because that thing was chilling.
Yeah.
He didn't want to eat him. He wouldn't like.
No, people
was
are
chilling.
friends with bears, but like that wasn't a bear.
Yeah, but it wasn't like his bear. He was like out in the wild. I was like, that has to be a fake one.
I don't know.
I could see that being a real bear. That's all I'm saying.
Patrick Ofiaria
Nice.
says the legs give it away
As not as human.
as a human. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bear.
How
But
could you not believe the Chinese?
yeah, it's true. Everything they say is true.
Everything
Better
they say
dead
is
than
true.
red, baby. So another news. Better dead than red. Fucking America. Let's go. So Shane Zylstra went down at camp yesterday. Obviously, it is a serious knee injury. He's gonna be missing up to 6 months, and the Lions put him on waivers today. It's a cold game.
Yeah.
Johnny Coltrane.
I think the way that shit works is because they had some situation recently too. I don't remember what player it was. Broder, maybe you remember. They put him on a.
Tom Kennedy?
Tom Kennedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like a similar situation as that.
That meme, JB. Do you have that meme where it's like throwing the dude on the
Oh
bar?
no, I can get it though. I
That
can
shit
get it
is
for you
funny.
guys.
Because I think the way it works is like you cut them, and if nobody claims them, which obviously that's not going to happen,
Nobody's gonna claim it.
then they go on to your IR.
John effing Lord says it fixes the tight end situation. Yeah, like I don't know if Zylstra would have made the roster anyways. Do they carry 4 tight ends? I don't think they carry 4 tight ends.
No, but Lucas was talking about that OJ Howard just got released too.
Yeah.
Before, that's why I felt too.
No, I'm good.
Like not, if I mean honestly, like I feel like a James Mitchell could bring in what a OJ Howard brings.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel the same?
I'm
Broder?
good with the 3 tight ends if they're going into the season with Laporta, Mitchell, and Brock Wright. I'm good with that.
Let's not forget too. Like I feel like Brock Wright joined this team late in the season at some point, and it was still just as productive. I remember it was Zilcha. Maybe I'm getting them confused. Like 1 to 2 years ago. But so Ben's a tight end coach. That's where he came from before he was the offensive coordinator. So he's straight.
Yeah. So this is the meme that JB sent earlier. Can't get rid of him, even when he thought he was gone. He keeps coming back because Tom Kennedy is back with the team. So shout out to him.
Oh, I got something that blew my mind today. JB, do you have a picture of that Tom Brady pack?
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Is this like really his?
I don't know yet. I'm confused because
this is like a gas station.
No,
like,
this is
Tiger's hat.
This is at Dispo right now for $350.
$350?
Yeah, it's an ounce of Tom Brady weed. And then at first I was like, it can't be his, right? Because why would Tom Brady just like? I feel like we would have heard about the weed collab before the weed came out. But then also on the back of the package, that's Tom Brady holding up his 7 rings.
That is.
So like I don't know if you could. I'm saying that's like
you should have
using
bought
someone's
it.
likeness. $350?
Yeah.
You want to go halves?
You got a discount?
You guys want to go quarters?
Nah.
It's got to be some loud pack, right? It's the go.
Yeah, that's true. That is pretty live though.
What is the split on that?
What, quarters of 350?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
$75 each.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
87.
87.
You want a quarter for $87?
No.
Bro, you want a quarter for $87?
Yep.
JB, you want a quarter for $87? I'm down.
Activation time immediate.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You down, JB?
Would that
How
make
much the
you, if
price
you
was?
smoke that, do you end up kissing little kids? Like, is that what
Relax.
happens?
What is wrong with
Hey, yo.
you? What is wrong with
Is
you?
that what happens when you smoke the Tom Brady pack?
No. Is that what happens when you smoke?
I've never smoked the Tom Brady pack.
I never smoked Tom Brady pack either.
Yeah, so you can't say yes or no.
I can for sure say no. Absolutely be saying no.
There has never been a...
All right. Well, hey, Woodward Sports Chat. We need one more to get this Tom Brady pack, and I'll bring it tomorrow. We'll do a review.
Yeah. And Detroit supremacy. I saw that shit floating around out there too. Stupid.
What?
Who would win in a 1v1, Calvin or Sauce?
Yeah, do we have that one in there? I don't know if I sent it or not. But it's come on, FanDuel.
It's easily Calvin.
What are we doing? FanDuel?
Yeah, nobody's...
It's
No,
easily Sauce Gardner.
I'm taking Calvin over anybody one-on-one.
Yeah, easily Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
You agreed.
Yeah, I know.
You concurred. You said yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you know what? Do you
I
agree?
know I said yeah.
So we both agreed. Sauce Gardner fucking toss Calvin like a child. Bro, can we relax the Sauce Gardner stuff a little bit? Like he's good.
He's very good.
Context matters.
Yes.
We went over this before. The quarterback is that man played. Still very, very good cornerback. But he played absolute trash cornerbacks. Wasn't the greatest schedules.
He had DJ Reed on the other side of him.
DJ Reed on the other side of him.
Quinnen Williams.
Freaking... I don't remember who else was on the defensive line right now, but the defensive line was stacked.
Yeah.
Still very good wide receiver. I'm sorry, cornerback. But after 1 year, to make a graphic of him against Calvin fucking Johnson,
Yeah.
who had multiples on him. I will say this though, actually, as much as I love Calvin, I also witnessed Calvin's career. Peanut Tillman usually kept Calvin pretty locked up.
Calvin's dunking on Sauce Gardner.
Peanut Tillman and then Darrell Revis locked down Calvin too.
The the double dig says kissing your own kids isn't weird. The way Tom Brady,
It's weird. He makes it weird.
he makes it weird.
Yeah.
And like,
When was the last time you kissed your dad on the lips?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, you could.
Yesterday. I couldn't tell you. It's weird at a point.
Was the last time you kissed your parents on the lips, brother? Don't be ashamed.
Decades.
Decades?
Yeah. I mean, we never did that in my family. I was going to say, no one ever does that, but I guess people do.
My
Yes,
mom
when-
kissed my lips like.
Do you kiss Bryson on the lips?
Yeah, I kissed him on the lips before, but like, I just don't give me a kiss. I'm talking about like on the cheek, whatever. That, you know,
Yeah.
not like I guess on purpose.
But how old is he? He's a child.
He's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a baby.
What?
Yeah, but I'm saying like Tom Brady's kid's what, like
13.
yeah, 13,
He's like, I don't know.
and he's like sitting
like
on
10 or
Tom
12.
Brady's lap at the pool.
That stuff.
That's
yeah,
weird.
yeah, that part I'm not gonna do.
Shit's a little weird.
JB, was this time you kissed your parents on the lips?
I have not done that. I mean, I've kissed my mom on the cheek before, but that's just us. I mean, I think that's normal. You know, give her a hug, kiss on the cheek, and then go about your day.
Now my
Chris
cousin.
Platty in the Woodward Sports Chat.
Not my cousin, different story.
Cousin's a different story. Chris Platty in the Woodward Sports Chat says, Chat defending Tom tonguing his son is wild.
I could definitely see Chris kissing his dad on the
Chris
lips.
definitely kisses his dad on the lips.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers kisses Kirby Joseph?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kirby doesn't do that.
No, yeah, Kirby kisses him on the forehead before he tucks him in that.
Benjamin Foe said, I never kissed my folks. Too gangsta. No, it's like, there's nothing wrong with it if it's like a very, like your son and he's like Eazy and his son, like they're a very young kid. It sounds weird when you say it like that, but like Tom Brady, like Tom Brady kissing his,
It's fine if it's a very young kid.
Tom Brady kissing his 13-year-old son on the lips it's weird.
All right.
Is that not weird? Do you think it's weird?
The video I thought was weird as fuck, yes.
Yes. Broder, do you think it's weird?
Yes.
JB?
Yes, it's weird.
And like, I love Tom Brady. Tom Brady's one of my favorite players of all time, but like,
Hold on, I just have to do this before we go to break. How old is Tom Brady's son? Tom Brady.
you're gonna get put on a list.
Out of context, it sounds so bad.
You're gonna get put on a list.
15.
He's 15.
He-
Yeah, like
Oh, he has multiple kids though, right?
yeah, but it's always the oldest one.
Hold on, let's do his kids. Oh, no, he is no defending this.
What's his son like? His other
15,
son?
13, and 13.
Yeah. No.
Sheesh. All right.
D's 411 said Tom is different.
Maybe it's GOAT things.
Not a good time of different.
Maybe
Not a
that's
good
how you
type of
become
different.
great.
He sucks the youth out of his kids.
Oh, God.
He's a vampire. Just drains the kids of his youth. Yeah, you know, your son's 15, but he looks like he's 45.
Yeah, he's aging. He's growing pretty quick.
Yeah, see, okay, the double dig says, okay, 15 is def weird. Yeah, it's,
Yeah, 15, 13, and 13.
I think,
What if you had a daughter? Does that change things?
no. I think anywhere over 10 is weird.
Yeah, 7, 5,
Yeah.
7.
7. When they can, like,
6.
When they can, like, form rational and complex thoughts.
When they're old enough to know that's weird.
Yeah, yeah, when they're old enough to know it's weird, it's weird.
Let me tell you about Randy White's Auto Celebrity Golf Tour. You guys can pay attention to any Woodward Sports Show for your opportunity to join the Randy White Celebrity Golf Tour. It's not by any Randy White's Automotive Team location, too. We were just there yesterday at the Oakland Hills Comedy Club. Our guy, Tim. I tell you all the time you can golf with Tim. Darren McCarty and or Braylon Edwards. But Tim killed it yesterday and he won it. Come through, beat Tim, chill with the boys, and we'll be right back.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined by my guys from
What up, though?
JB Smooth. JB Smooth and TD Blue. Broder on the ones and twos. Shout out. And this one's going to go a little bit quick because
Jesus Christ.
we talked about the Tom Brady situation pretty long. However, there was a comment in the Woodward Sports chat. There's another wild comment that just popped up. It's from Hoof Hearted. He says, if I was T12's kids, I wouldn't be kissing them on the lips. But breastfeeding Giselle isn't off the table. DNC&T says, Dad, I taste Kim Kardashian on your lips.
People pleaser says Karl Malone kissed all the kids except for his son.
Okay, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, Karl Malone is one of the worst human beings.
Not a Karl
like,
Malone fan, though.
Yeah.
Did they allow him at the Utah All-Star game?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They still fall through with that thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wild. For that to be well documented, like the crazy to me, and also him be a piece of shit at the same time.
Yep.
But didn't one of the kids become like an offensive tackle? Or
I don't
like
know. Don't know.
I
Karl
think he did.
Malone's a piece of shit.
Karl Malone is a piece of shit. Ah, dude, that's fucking gross to even talk about. All right. I want to keep this one quick. Just because we only have 8 minutes to go to do it. I'm not fucking. We'll spread it. Because you asked me, is the Detroit Lions getting too much hype after 1 week of training camp?
Yeah, is the camp hype getting too high for Detroit Lions fans? It's like, you see it every year. You know, obviously this year is different for the Lions because they have legitimate expectations. They have reasons they want to win. They have reasons they've proven that they're going to go out there and be a good team, make some things happen. But is it too much too early for Detroit Lions fans? Is my question. Is it all a facade? I'm not saying they're going to be a bad team or anything like that, but just the highlights, always seeing the highlight, and I like see this all throughout Twitter from a bunch of different teams of like these amazing, you know, catches and stuff like that, and guys at camp making these crazy one-hand catches and then not making the team. Like, you see that every year. But is it time to cool it a little bit on the Lions, or are you still full throttle?
Full throttle, baby. What do you mean? The guys that like we're seeing shining in the Lions camp are like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Broder, but the rookies are the guys shining, and then it's not just like second team reps with the shining. It's reps with the first team. I mean, the Brock Martin play, the first play of 11-11s, that was against Frank Ragnow. Mm-hmm. And ever since then, he was double teamed, was leaving 8 1-on-1s. Like, no, I'm not. This is not too much hype. This is like observe and report. I mean, Broder, you're there in person. There's no way it's too much hype. I mean, everything that's being reported is like what's happening. These guys are fucking determined this year. This is a different team than we're used to seeing. As we say all the time, this isn't your whore grandmother's Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
This is the brand new Lions.
This is kissing Tom Brady uncle's Detroit Lions.
Exactly. This isn't your kissing Tom's like Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
This is the brand new Detroit Lions. The fact that like after every single practice, this is what got me hyped yesterday, is like every once in a while, every team has like 1 to 2 guys that stay after practice, and those are the guys who are the leaders of the team, usually the captains of the team, or guys like trying to make the team when it comes to training camp time. The Detroit Lions, multiple times, multiple guys, every day. Mm-hmm. That's different, bro. That's different. I know from experience too. Like, we were there last year. I was there when 2013 we had Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson, and Reggie Bush were on the guys at the practice doing work. Nowadays, it seems like it's everybody. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. I mean, this is not hype.
You're right. You're right. And you talk about those guys, the maturity level of some of the rookies, or just any of the players. You're talking about them staying after practice. That's the type of guys that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes have both brought in via free agency and drafted. It's like all those guys. I can't remember. It's almost all of their draft picks were captains on their college team, or lauded for their leadership in some way. So it's exciting to see. I don't know if it's that much of a surprise or something we were expecting, but it's great to see that out of those guys.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not. I don't think it is a facade or it is just camp hype, because, like you said, the guys doing it, the guys we see making plays are the guys we expect to be making plays in the regular season. You see Chauncey Gardner-Johnson jumping in front of balls, making plays. You see Cam Sutton punching balls out. You see Amon-Ra St. Brown dogging guys out there. So it's not just like, oh, Trinity Benson looks really good at camp, or you're getting reports, oh, David Blau sure is slinging that thing out there. Like, it's not that. It's, oh, these guys, these dudes that we brought in are being dudes out there. Like, they're going out there and they're making plays. They're things that you expect to happen in the regular season, things you expect to happen in the actual games. They're going out there and they're doing it now. So I don't think it's, it's not the third string. It's not Tom Kennedy making these giant catches in clutch time situations in the 2-minute drill. It's actual guys who are going to be actual factors on this team going out there and showing why.
And that's another thing too, is like you look at this offense that was top 3 in the league last year, and for like this newly stitched together secondary to be playing like fairly well, I feel like there's like something towards that. Because if anything, I almost feel like the offense should have the beneficiary or be, I guess, better in that situation. I get there's like new running backs, maybe that changes things. Sam Laporta, what am I missing? Maybe DJ Chark's gone, but the offense for the most part is there. They're all familiarized with the playbook from last year. this should be the defense that's like looking worse in these like 11-on-11 situations.
Yeah.
But for like a Saturday situation to go down where the defense is like dominating, and you got guys like Broderick Martin making plays, you got guys like Jack Campbell back there, like obviously you can't hit the quarterbacks, but he's even making plays. Like, nah, dude, I'm buying stock in that all day, especially considering what that offense was last year. I'm here for it. And Broder made a great point. As you look at the guys drafted, a lot of them were leaders in their teams.
Yeah.
Jack Campbell, leader of the Iowa team. They said that Sam Laporta spoke more about Jack Campbell, both when he was drafted and in his team interview, than he did about himself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was because they were roommates in college. Obviously, Jack was like the leader of the team. That's the type of guys that the Detroit Lions continue to draft. That Penei Sewell, he's not the more vocal leader, but now he's becoming that now. He's like more of like a veteran in the league, but he's another like player by example. Aiden Hutchinson, another like just,
Brian Branch.
Yeah, just fucking hard nosed, red ass, like working hard motherfuckers.
And you bring in a guy like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to rile the troops up, to get those young guys hyped, to go out there and talk shit, to give them that confidence out there. Like I said, it's not just flashes in the pan that we're seeing at camp. It's not random, 5th or 6th round picks fighting for a roster spot out there making plays. It's the actual guys that you brought in here to make a difference, showing why they're going to make a difference when the regular season comes.
And like the guys that like you wanted to look good or expect to look good or have like expectations of being a guy or looking good at some point in their NFL careers, look those parts. The guys that have question marks, the Denzel Mims, the freaking Trinity Bensons, those guys look like question marks. So there's like there's that difference. There's that separation when like watching it too. It's legit. I'm buying the hype. You got anything else in this one, Broder?
No, just to piggyback real quick off Spenmo, talking about C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I know when he got hurt, everyone was like, all right, we do have the depth. It's not the biggest blow. His play on the field, his leadership is one thing, and it's super helpful when he's out there in training camp so these young guys can see just how he acts. The most important part of that is that he's able to now be out on the field and actually show that he's not all talk, which we know he isn't, but he's actually showing that he can play. I mean, his day yesterday was dominant. I mean, J-Mo cooked him twice during his horrible day that he was struggling, but C.J. Gardner-Johnson is the leader of that defense, and he was making some plays. I mean, in the red zone, the offense couldn't get a touchdown because there was no room. It was just the defense was stifling.
Anybody worried about the CJ GJ getting cooked too? Mind yourselves. Before the pads were on, they had those reps. On Saturday, CJ GJ was telling us that Jameson Williams is already one of the best wide receivers in the league. Like that's the type of like natural raw skill set this kid has. I told you it's somewhere between a Deshaun Jackson and a Tyreek Hill, and you're taking both those things because they're both pretty fucking good. Yeah. All right. Like there's no disrespect for CJ GJ getting beat by Jameson Williams because Jameson's top 15 pick in the NFL draft by Brad Holmes, who's pretty fucking good at evaluating talent.
JB, are you still feeling that same hype, that Super Bowl hype?
Oh, yeah.
Intensified now?
Without a doubt. I mean, I'm still on the hype train. Even though I didn't get to experience camp like you guys, I'm so jealous. I had to work. But still, from everything you guys said, all the pictures and through text that you guys sent, you seem like you guys are having a good time. And from what the Lions put on for you guys, I mean, the NFL team should be scared of the Lions so far, not the other way around. So I'm still stoked, not scared, but in the chat here, I forgot where it was, but that boy Roy 2.0 said, hey, Spinny, you were stoked before. Why are you so scared right now?
Yeah, dog, why are you so scared?
I'm not scared. I was just asking a question. We got to do show topics. I literally said I'm not scared. I agree with the hype. You should keep it going.
That's exactly what someone who's scared would say.
But we got to come up with show topics. Or we can just be like, yay, Lions, every day. Like, we can't just do that.
That's the fucking sick part, though, about this team right now. It is.
Yeah, it is. It's hype, but we can't just keep talking about the same thing every day.
That's true. Coming up next, do you want Ndamukong Suh to join the Detroit Lions?
Coming up next, KD to the D.
Spinny, tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. They're professional technicians. Take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
Right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Can't get enough enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
What's up? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweight. I'm your boy, Eazy. Spin mode.
What up, do?
JB Smooth in the TD booth.
Smooth. Fuck Chris.
And bro, Matt Bro on the ones and twos. Bro dog. I'll never forget that day. That shit was
Birdman
so
kisses grown men on the lips.
You got a point. But
And
to
he's
be
weirdo.
Fair, is it weirder if it's not your son though? Because Lil Wayne's also not his like actual son.
No, I think it's weirder.
Also, do you say Lil Wayne? You'd have a discussion. Or you say Lil Wayne?
Lil
Wayne.
Little Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Small
my
Wayne.
favorite rapper. Petite Wayne.
Petite Wayne. No, I think it's weirder if it is your son.
Yeah, for sure. Weird if it is your son.
I remember my assistant principal kissed me on the head one time
What the fuck?
in middle school.
Male?
Yeah.
Jesus
His name is
Christ.
Mr. Morris. He's a cool guy, very cool guy.
No, that guy's doing
Mr.
things.
Morris, he's this big ass black dude, but like my grandpa had just died.
Oh,
And so like I
that's
was
different.
all sad and I was walking through the hall in the morning.
Cheer you up.
And he just gave me a lick.
We need a little cheer up. Like, see me
No,
after
he was like,
school.
Spencer, what's wrong? And I told him my ball just died and he kissed me on the head.
He nibbled on my ear. All right. We were saying that song during break. We don't know the words, so it's
I
weird.
don't know the words.
If I pulled up with a Kerry Washington. Anyway, Broder, you're at camp. A lot of the hype. We had a whole segment yesterday. We just kind of just talked about the rookie class. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like that's where a lot of conversations are coming by. Granted, it's probably what a lot of people are looking at because they want to see the new shiny toys. But like, can you tell us like what are your expectations for these guys? I mean, fuck it, rank them. Who you liking the most out of this rookie class right now?
Hey, you put me on
I
the
know, I'm
spot like
sorry.
that. I'm unmuted. Okay, yeah. You know,
You control that.
I know. I'm talking out loud. You know, we're getting to know each other. I
might just come in there and kiss you on the lips, bro.
right here. The rookie class I think is doing great. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're out there competing. Aaron Glenn said not to read too much into are they getting reps with the first, second, third team, whatever. You know, there are rookies getting reps with the first team, and that might not be something huge, but it's not nothing. Broderick Martin's been doing great. He's just blown me away in the last couple days. Not that he's at a perfect training camp, but just the things he's doing alongside of Lee McNeil have been awesome. Jack Campbell's been solid. He hasn't really blown me away. Jahmyr Gibbs has been solid. I feel like yesterday was the practice where I think the coaching staff was welcoming him to the NFL. He got a couple licks. I mean, he was taking 5 or 6 hits from CJ, GJ. Broderick Martin got him once in the backfield. Like, it seemed like, you know, a week before the Giants come to town, they're just going to put him in some situations to get sore, you know, feel what it's like to get hit by NFL players. But he's been doing really well, too, both in the backfield and you know, you catching the ball. So those are 3 guys right off the back. We got more we can talk about, but let me know which direction you want to go.
Real quick, what was that? You wrote about it in your article about the Jahmyr Gibbs welcome to the NFL moment. Like, how did that go?
So it was just on I believe it was a short passing route where he kind of came out of the backfield like he was coming. There's no one to block. He sort of takes that out route, you know, 2, 3, 4 yards past the line of scrimmage. Jared Goff hit him perfectly in stride to, you know, turn upfield, Right when he turns his head, C.J. Gardner-Johnson is right there, sticks him right in the chest, right to the ground. The crowd went nuts. It was a loud hit. It was pretty intense. But Jahmyr Gibbs got up like right after that. He was up, kind of shook it out, ran back to the huddle. But it was a moment. You saw C.J. Gardner-Johnson just, I know we used this,
closing in like a shark on his prey.
Yes, exactly. He's a heat-seeking missile. We've used that term before.
Meat missile.
It was just, you almost saw it happening, and you're like, oh, I hope Jahmyr Gibbs can catch it and accelerate past. But CJ met him, and hey, welcome to the NFL.
How much has the meat missile, a.k.a. Jack Campbell.
We're not calling him that.
That's
That's
the name I've coined for him. Jack Campbell is the meat missile.
Still hasn't made a shirt.
How much has he improved since, like, OTA's rookie minicamp to where he's at now? It's
hard to tell, and I may not be the expert to say if he's improved or not improved. He looks good out there. He looks like he belongs.
Yeah.
He still makes some mistakes. Like in practice yesterday, there were a couple runs where when the running back started not a route, he started running, in between the tackles, and for whatever reason, probably Broderick Martin stuff in the hole, he had to kick it out. Yeah. Right when I said it, I was like, damn, there's
that hole. Let the meat missile do his job.
Nothing past you guys, but he bounced it to the outside, and Jack Campbell got caught a little inside trying to make that tackle coming in and wasn't able to get out and sort of cut off that container or contain the running back on the outside. But at the same time in coverage, he was all over the tight ends coming out of the backfield yesterday. So I'd like to see that. So he's been good.
Can I ask, is there anyone that's because we were talking about the past, is there too much hype? Is there anybody that's kind of like overhyped? Because I did note, and granted it wasn't like a bad practice thing at all, but I did notice 2 drops by Jahmyr Gibbs on Saturday. Is there anyone that's kind of been overhyped? There's like not like concerns of being boss or anything like that, but maybe pump the brakes on, like let him get acclimated to the NFL.
Probably. It's tough because I like this guy and there's a lot of good to say about him. But Starling Thomas, the undrafted free agent rookie out of UAB, he's at a good camp. I think it's still to be determined how much he can contribute. On the field with the ones or against another NFL team. Yesterday, what I loved about his practice yesterday, he was super physical. He didn't back down to any wide receiver, and with his speed, he can stay with them. So, as long as he's got that mentality that, all right, I'm going to stick with you and you're not going to be able to push me around. I love that. The only problem is he was holding these receivers all the way through the route, almost all practice. So he's got to learn some of those fundamentals, some of those smaller things, so he's not getting flagged every time he's on somebody. But he's got those intangibles.
I knew last year, like when I was there, and maybe it's just the one practice, but there's like referees there sometimes. Have there been any referees in these recent practices to make calls in those sort of plays?
There haven't. My guess is once the Giants come to town, they'll have those, or maybe leading a practice or two before when they really start running. I don't know if they're going to do, a 15-minute scrimmage or how they simulate, more real life scrimmaging before the Giants get here. I'm sure they're going to scrimmage the Giants, but I imagine those will be coming soon.
I can't wait for joint practices.
I know.
There's going to be fights.
I know the only thing that hurts me a little bit about them is, like, I don't know, like, who's going to play the preseason game? They're joint practicing all week, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because they're joint practicing with both the Giants and the Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
But what do you
mean, like what players are going to be playing in the game since it's preseason?
Yeah, like in the final preseason game, like I don't know if they're actually going to play like the best guys because they've already seen them against these guys in practice, running their plays. But I was kind of curious too about how handsy he was on a lot of those routes. I do have one question too, like I guess not regarding the rookies. In the update, what is this official update on Mosley coming to town, Emmanuel Mosley?
So apparently he got into town yesterday. At least he was supposed to be in town. It was yesterday, Monday? Yeah, Monday. He's been in all the meetings. So although he hasn't been physically present on the field or in the meeting rooms, he zoomed into all their cornerback rooms. And Aaron Glenn talked about him. I think it was in his presser yesterday before practice that they're not worried about him on the field mentally, emotionally at all. It's physically, and I don't want to say they're worried about him physically, but that's the only obstacle they're waiting to overcome. He said he's a cornerback, he's a professional. He'll be fine once he's healthy, but it might be a few weeks longer than we thought.
And then we had a comment over Woodward said they want to know about Antoine Green.
Antoine Green, he had missed a couple days. On Friday, he went out with some heat issues. He was having I forget what the medical term is, but he was struggling with the heat. So he went out with the practice. He sat out the next day, but he was back on the field yesterday, and he made some good plays. Nothing that really blew me away, but he got a couple of deep balls, and he looks good. I don't know if he's the guy over Denzel Mims. I don't know where his place is yet. Does he start on the practice squad? What's that going to look like? I think these next couple weeks are going to be big for guys like him and Mims and those fringe guys battling for those spots. Even the third or fourth linebacker spot. Like, who are going to be the guys that take these jobs?
Yeah, and I heard from, I think it was Justin Rogers, that Sam Laporta left practice early.
He did, and we can't figure out why.
No.
And even before we got on air, I was looking around. I don't think it's come out yet, which means it might be nothing.
Yeah.
But he was there in warm-ups. I think we had some clips up on social. But yeah, he just kind of, for lack of a better term, disappeared.
Yeah, just snuck out. Irish goodbye him.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he had to use the Laporta potty.
Hopefully it's nothing, but we'll see.
One real quick question before we go to break.
All right.
How intense is AG in those press conferences? Is he intense? Is it like an awkward?
It's intense. It's intense in like a way that you feel like you have to ask the perfect question or else he's going to judge you. But regardless, he gave some great responses. And I asked him a question. He was even a little nervous about it going in, but I asked him this question, and he gave me a really clear, really clear response on John Scott Jr., the defensive line coach. So I love it. You can tell he's always thinking. Like he's more of a thinker than I remember. I picture him just this fiery defensive coordinator, yelling with Deuce Staley. He's just like, a football player as a coach, but he's a smart guy. He's very smart. And you can tell that with just how thoughtful his responses are.
Yeah, because I was listening to it again yesterday on the way home, and like somebody asked a question. He's like, I just answered that. And like on to the next, like, it's like kind of like a dickish way. Yeah, like I don't know, like you fucking dumbass. You're not listening. Yeah.
And I know we're sneaking to a break right now, but real quick, he talked a lot about not, and we mentioned before, not reading too much into are they playing on the first, second, or third team. I have a feeling that this coaching staff, made up of a lot of former players, they just aren't going to announce to these players, to these rookies, that they've got starting jobs.
For
but
sure.
We very well may see Jack, Broderick, Sam. These are the guys competing for that first spot. So we'll see.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
And what else I like is Strawberry Fest at Big Boy, because you can try classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including the very delicious classic strawberry pie, deep fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Practice, play, and party at 5 Iron Golf, downtown Detroit. Yesterday was the last day to join us in the 12-week golf league. D-Mac, Braylon, Spinney, myself, Broder, JB will all be there for 12 weeks straight every Thursday. 25% off food, and we might be knocking a few back, having a good time. All downtown at the 5 Iron new golf league. That's 5irongolf.com. Check them out. Use promo code Woodward for 50% off your first visit. What up, there? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodsportsCom. I'm Eazy. That's my guy, Spin More Racks. I almost said Young Chris. We got JB Smooth in TD booth. Matt Bro, a.k.a. Broder on the 1s and 2s.
Still nothing from the Tigers other than the Lorenzen deal. and the failed Erod trade. So we'll see. They got 15 minutes left. Try to make a deal happen for Eduardo Rodriguez.
Is that how he says it? Is that how you say it?
Huh?
Eduardo.
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 Eduardo. Eduardo. Rodriguez.
Yeah, still nothing yet on that front. But
speaking of Rodriguez's, hit the like button if you guys haven't already. But Broder, it seems like we're kind of all putting like Jack Campbell as the starting linebacker for pizza reasons, or maybe for like reasons we saw with our own eyes. I'm not one to judge, but is Malcolm making it easy on him? I saw he had an interception today. Like, is Malcolm still performing in practices?
He is. I think we should look at whoever takes that leap for that starting job. It's great for the Lions because they now have depth at the linebacker position, which seems like a crazy concept after the last couple of years. Like, it's not any indictment on Malcolm or Derek or even Jack if he starts as the two. That means someone earned that starting job because they're all battling. We expect it to be Jack, but it could very well be Malcolm or Derek Barnes. My guess is they're just all going to be used a lot.
Yeah, and I kind of felt that way too. On Saturday we were watching them. It was like they were kind of alternating.
Yeah.
But speaking of linebackers and position battles, I noticed Dan Campbell had made note of Charles Harris as a starter.
Yes.
Over one James Houston, who had a phenomenal start to his career. And then Saturday too, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know as much of James Houston. What is going on through your eyes at camp?
He hasn't been very noticeable throughout camp, and I don't want to say that to bring him down or bring the fans down of their excitement for him, because I think they've been working him a lot in that Sam linebacker, that outside linebacker edge hybrid position, and he hasn't done anything again to blow me away or to stand out, but I think they're putting him in just a lot of different scenarios to see can he be a 3-down a player this year, or are we going to see more of him as that specialty pass rusher for another year, for a couple weeks? So Charles Harris has solidified himself as that starting edge, I believe.
Yeah.
Pending health.
He actually looked better?
He has. Yeah, he has, and he's. I mean, we kind of forget how good he performed when he's been on the field, but he can be a force, and especially, and he was performing before they have these guys next to him, like whether it's Broderick or Buggs, Aleem, Aiden Hutchinson. Even they've been playing a lot of 5-down lineman set with Harris, Kaminsky, Broderick, Aleem McNeil, and Aiden Hutchinson. So
it's a dirty line.
It's a dirty line.
That's a dirty line.
Yeah, that is pretty nasty.
Two nasty white boys in there too.
I do think Buggs is going to be in there. I think they're just letting him take his time, get in. He's a veteran. I know he's only 26, but I think they're giving Broderick his reps. Buggs is just staying healthy, getting ready to go.
What have you seen out of Jerry Jacobs so far at camp? Obviously, because with Emmanuel Mosley presumably not being ready to start the season, it's more than likely that he's going to be in that cornerback 2 spot opposite of Cam Sutton. Like, how has he looked out there? What has he shown you?
He's looked good. He's shown that fight that we all have kind of come to know and love out of him on the field on Sundays. He's brought that to the practice field too. Again, I didn't see them last year. I don't know how he practices. You sort of picture him being like that, but you got to imagine having CJ, GJ, and Cam Sutton on the other side of him, not just talking, but also actually mentoring him and coaching him on the field has been huge. He's gonna be that single coverage cornerback on the other side of Cam Sutton. He's one of those guys. He's ready for it.
Yeah.
He's still getting better.
Yeah.
He was an undrafted free agent. Like, he's still getting better, but he's not backing down from anybody.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
he's taking a lot of offenses offseason, like through the rankings, both from our network to like the 33rd team. Everyone who's had like stuff to say about the improved Detroit Lions defense has conveniently left out Jerry Jacobs, who like wasn't bad in my eyes at all last year. But
and what have we been talking about
that heat too
so far? Like Stephen Gilmore and Starling Thomas, like these other corners. We're still not talking about Jerry Jacobs. Like, he's a guy that maybe he doesn't hear it, but like he hears it.
Oh, he hears it.
Yeah.
He hears it.
Speaking of Stephen Gilmore, obviously the brother of former NFL MVP, defensive MVP, I should say, Stephon Gilmore. We saw I got the interception on Saturday, but outside of that, like, I didn't make too much note of him. Is he making plays? Is he?
Yeah, he's been good. I mean, he's not running with the ones very often, but he's holding his own out there. And I think it was might have been Dan Campbell in his press conference. I don't think it was AG, but he was talking about Gilly and how he's come out and really shown them something that maybe they haven't expected yet. They're looking for him to beef up a little bit. Said he's just a little small right now. He
did look pretty skinny.
Yeah, you see him right next to Starling Thomas, who's not a big guy. Starling looks like a linebacker compared to him. So my guess is he starts on the practice squad. Maybe this year he's on the practice squad, but he could be one. He could be one who turns into a really good pro.
Yeah. What's it looking like? Obviously, we saw all the talking heads and people talking about Jameson Williams having a bad day yesterday because he dropped a couple balls and he got into a fight. What is your perception of Jameson Williams been so far? I know you wrote an article about it, kind of debunking all of their thoughts.
Yeah, I took that other path, not to discount that he didn't have a great practice. It's not like he went out there and dominated and caught every ball and blew everybody away. But for some of these national guys, and I don't mean to call out Dov Kleiman because I do like his stuff. This is the first time I've been like, dude, why are you reporting?
I don't even think that's a real person.
It might not be.
I looked it up. He's a real guy, but like a weird guy.
Yeah.
Reportedly.
Yeah, it's weird. Normally he has good takes.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
You kind of look like her. Are you ponied up?
Yeah. Ponied up. She's batty.
She was thick.
The Dov. It's ironic that it's such a trash take that he put out there because it's also recycled, but he didn't have a bad day in the bigger picture of it. My guess, my thought, my speculation is that the Lions staff, they're putting him out in situations to make him uncomfortable. I also think this is yesterday was the very first practice that he was wearing pads in his entire NFL career, in front of a big crowd, a lot of energy out there. He knows people are watching him. Like, my gut is he was just he had all this energy kind of oozing out of him. So he dropped a couple balls. No big deal. We don't want to see him drop any balls. Like, you're making me laugh.
Sorry, JB's comment in the Woodward Sports Chat made me laugh.
No, it's all good. What I saw out of him, and also I don't think he's got a hands problem. Like, when he catches the ball, he's still got soft hands.
Got no hands.
Yeah, like he's still got soft hands. I'm not worried about his hands. So okay, he dropped them. What I saw out of him in the blocking in the run game. He had this awesome crack block on a safety when Jahmyr Gibbs had broke through the line of scrimmage for a run and then bounced it out, gaining probably an extra 20, 25, 30 yards, all because of Jameson Williams' crackdown block on that safety. Mm-hmm. He also he had a couple plays where he cooked C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He cooked some other wide receivers. He's got to work on his timing, his relationship with Goff or Sudfeld, whoever the quarterback is. That's not there yet. I'm not gonna go around that, but it wasn't a practice that should make anybody worry about Jameson Williams.
Yeah. I want to ask because we're kind of going down the camp battles there for a minute. Somebody in the Woodward Sports Chat, by the way, keep the questions going. There's some fire questions out there, but
are you guys noticing them? I'm not paying attention.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Shout out to these everyone in the Woodward Sports Chat right now. Yeah. Send any questions about training camp because we will ask Broder. But somebody asked about the guard position right now. Is it Vitai's spot? Or right now, is it Graham Glasgow?
They haven't given it to anybody yet. In fact, Dan Campbell mentioned on Saturday that it's still a battle for that starting spot. I do believe it's going to be Halapulavati Vaitai. I believe he's going to lock down that right guard spot.
Who's looked better, or is there a reason to it?
I don't know. I think they both have just been solid. The first team offensive line has looked great all practice. I mean, they are freaking beasts, and they're massive. I'm not worried about them at all. It's nice that this is the first season we're going to have Vaitai next to Penei Sewell. He's going to be there. Jonah Jackson is fully healthy. Knock on wood, for sure. I like that. We got that offensive line, finally built with depth. And I say that depth, I want Graham Glasgow to be that first guy off the bench. He can totally fill in and be a starting center or guard if the Lions need him. Yeah. But to have a guy like him come in, whether it's to give a guy a blow or going, that was one that was it was coming out of my brain. I was like, I couldn't stop. I think it's gonna be Vaitai. Graham's the man though. Yep.
If you had to fight one in that sound booth right now, like for your life, you'd come out alive. Which one are you picking?
versus
An offensive
Vitae
lineman.
or Glasgow.
Oh,
Vitae Glasgow. You said it so quick.
Glasgow.
Another Michigan man.
Yeah.
You're gonna play
Maybe
that
you can
card?
talk him out of it. Yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
man, we're both Michigan guys. Yeah.
Hey, Vitae is huge.
Yeah, and he's an island boy.
Humongous
My
human
island boys be
being.
throwing it down.
He's an island boy.
Anytime you see a video online of like island kids fighting, they are like UFC
Yeah.
throwing head kicks. Yeah, it's the craziest shit. I'm
Spinning
like,
elbows.
bro, I want none of that.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as I live, I will never fight anyone who grew up on an island.
For sure. And
You
if
get the
you
Aussies
do,
them too.
If you do, you might be traumatized, and you could use some SMA. Because SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve. 4 minutes
Give 'em
until
a
the
quick
MLB
blow.
trade deadline. Stay tuned.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits live on woodsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
JB Smooth in the TD booth. Matt Bro on the 1s and 2s. Shout out to Matt Bro for filling in. And fuck you, Chris, for sitting out.
Yeah.
Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. 5-star
eat shit,
on
Chris.
podcast platforms. Yeah, dude. My car is broke.
I hope
We were just in
pop-up
it.
smelly meat
Yeah,
comes for you.
we were just in your car. How'd it break? Going on fat?
Yeah.
Did we break your car?
All that
up,
extra
dude.
weight on those brakes didn't
Yeah,
help.
dude. All right, here's a point I've been trying to make to a couple people, Broder, just from my observations and just the absolute lack
hear
of
it.
reporting.
Let's hear it.
Denzel Mims. A lot of people, we got a guy Lucas calling him Hims. People with respect sports chat want to call him Hims. I don't think he makes his team. I did not notice him at all on Saturday. I had to look up his number and see like who he was versus like waiting for him to make a play and be like, who was that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been there more than I have.
You're not 100% wrong. He's competing for a job, a roster spot. He's got all the intangibles, and I'd say pump the brakes for another week or two just to see what he looks like with a little bit more rhythm. Yeah, there we go. Pause again. Pump.
No, that's just your version of pump brakes today.
Hey. By the way, you see that clip of Ermanni on?
On Fox 2.
On Fox 2.
Yeah, Shorty was like, stir the potatoes.
What?
She
Dude,
didn't do that, but she was like,
you got to get it over to
What
JB.
did Ryan do?
he's dying laughing. He could not control himself. He hit the screen like that.
Next time you guys are talking, I'll send it to JB.
Deal.
He's by far the most skilled guy fighting for that job. Like how do I say he looks phenomenal? How do I say
Who, Mims? Mims looks
his
phenomenal?
body is unreal. Like he's one of those guys. He's 6'3", about 210.
Yeah.
Runs a sub 4.40. He's got all the attributes that you want. It just hasn't been all put together yet. Sometimes, like yesterday, Starling Thomas was on him a lot of the day, so he got the brunt of all the holding. But they were looking for him. He was getting a couple shots to the end zone. They didn't convert. I just say it's too soon to make a judgment call on him. But he's battling, I'd say, with Antoine Green, maybe Dylan Drummond, who's an undrafted free agent. He had a really good day yesterday. He's battling for that JMO replacement spot while he's out, and then a contributing spot when JMO comes back. It's kind of too early to tell.
Well, it is 6 o'clock. Trade deadline is here.
Hey.
Erod, as of right now, is still a Detroit Tiger.
Wow.
But there's obviously, we know that stuff happens after the deadline just ends, so.
Back to football.
Not giving up hope just yet.
Yeah, Dylan Drummond, I saw him at the top of like an article just the other day. Who is this kid and why is he getting mentioned? Like, what has he done that's sparking interest?
I believe he's out of Eastern Michigan, a wide receiver out of Eastern Michigan, and he's looked really smooth. He'd made some great catches. There were a couple downfield passes that it looks like, we were talking about it yesterday actually. You know how some receivers, they've got that just ability to throw their hands up like at the very last second when the ball's in the air, to not let the cornerback really know that the play's about to happen. He did that once or twice yesterday, and it was just like really smooth. Like, I actually thought he was, who did I think he was? I thought he was, Khalif Raymond at first glance until I saw his number. I was like, hey, who is this guy making plays? So he's just kind of done all the right things. His path to the roster may be through special teams, but he's one to keep an eye on.
What about Chase Cota? Everybody likes Chase Cota.
Chase Cota, he's puzzling to me. He hasn't been bad by any means.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like a tight end out there. I don't know if you guys remember seeing him, but
88?
he's number 88.
Yeah.
He's just
He's
cut.
a bigger guy.
I saw Tracy Walker just fucking school him a couple times.
Yeah. There's things like that. It's like you should, and he's a rookie, so I do think he's going to make the team. Maybe it's the practice squad too, because he can play that in practice. He can play that big receiver role of the opposing team. But he had a couple good catches yesterday, just nothing that's really stood out. When the whole team's together. He's been running with the third team mostly, maybe some second team reps, but he doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
He just looks fine.
Speaking of third and second team, that running back battle is heating up for
Real
sure.
quick, ask them about receiver. One more. Just because we're talking about receivers.
I'll give a quick response.
Yeah, that'd be quick.
I've been rambling.
It's just on the. I don't want to go back. You go to running backs and back to receivers. Just
go ahead.
Maurice Alexander. I think he's the guy that's going to take a spot.
He's in that Dylan Drummond conversation. I think I happen to like Dylan Drummond a little bit better.
Okay.
But Maurice Alexander's been fine. And he's been getting reps with the second team. He's been a fine young local football player, as Terry Foster and Neil Rule would say. Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, nothing to really report back. Nothing that I remember seeing that I can give you with any bit of credibility.
Yeah. What about that running back battle? Because that RB3 slot is still open for grabs. It looked like Craig Reynolds was getting a lot of the touches in that spot when we were there on Saturday. Obviously, I know you love Ibrahim and what he brings, the muscle nugget. What do you think it eventually breaks down to? Who gets that?
This is going to be a tricky one, and I think my gut's telling me that Craig Reynolds and Jamar Jefferson are the two that are kind of on the hot seat. And that's if they see Mo Ibrahim as a guy that gets a roster spot on the 53-man. I think they're going to carry 4 running backs just with how they plan on using Gibbs in the pass game. My guess is they've got 3 more running backs alongside Gibbs or with Gibbs behind Montgomery. The fact that Justin Jackson, not that they just re-signed him after OTAs and they just re-signed him. What he can do in special teams, I think, sets him apart from a Jamar Jefferson. And I've liked how Craig Reynolds has ran in practice. It's hard to see him not make the team, but kind of my gut, like I said, my gut's saying Justin Jackson may be taking that spot from Craig Reynolds. And
so it felt like last year watching the two of them play. I like Craig Reynolds a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Papa Craig Reynolds too. He's met him at camp. He's pretty cool.
Ibrahim didn't do anything special yesterday, but I do really like him. He doesn't go down behind the line of scrimmage. He's got these big boulder legs, like a Maurice Jones-Drew.
Yeah.
He's not as electric or not as elite as him, but he's one, I think, at Minnesota. Of all his rushes last year, which maybe were over 200, he was tackled behind the line of scrimmage 3 times. He just falls forward and gets 3-4 yards, at minimum. I like him.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Khalif Raymond obviously still looking like the guy in special teams.
Yeah.
I only asked because Maurice Alexander, I feel like like last year, he had a couple moments in preseason.
Even a Starling Thomas, who's got that 4.28 speed.
It's good. I mean, maybe that could be a guy too.
This is why it's hard to think that one of those fringe receivers that have some talent can help in a couple different ways. Like, they're not better than Khalif. Khalif is, I mean, right now he's probably the second best receiver behind Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like,
I think he's been the second leader in yards. I think the past 2 years.
Yeah, we had about 350 pass yards last year. I think it was number 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think like the past 2 years, he's been the second leading Detroit Lions wide receiver.
I love him. He's in that mold. He's in that mold you were talking about at the beginning of the show of the guys that stay late after practice. They're ultimate professionals. Like, you don't have to worry about him. And he looks like he's gotten better, too. Like, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And
I saw there was a rep he had, like, it was crazy. Was watching the speed where, like, he noticed, like, he was delayed in the route and then just. Yeah. He was running his full speed, like, to get to that point. I'm like, dude, what the hell? How do you even, like. I even know it was amazing to watch. One more thing, I guess, about the running backs that I actually just forgot, so never mind.
Ken Rosenthal just tweeted that the Tigers officially did not trade Eduardo Rodriguez. Sources tell The Athletic.
Interesting.
So,
how do you feel about that, Spenmo?
I don't really care about the Tigers anymore, but like, I would have liked to see him move on and get some prospects for him, but I don't know if he's not opting out. All right, that's fine. Maybe they think they can add some pieces and compete next year. But it kind of sucks.
And we didn't make any other trades beside Lorenzen?
No.
That's the puzzling part to me. Because we know Erod can opt out at the end of the year and go get a bigger bag. But I don't mind, especially with this young team, whether you think we can contend or not, I don't mind having a player that can help these guys get used to winning or feeling like you're winning. He pitches deep into games. You know you're always going to be in a game with him on the mound. So I don't mind that they kept him. What's puzzling, they didn't get anything else to, like, say, oh, we might have a chance this year. Maybe we get a bullpen piece and shorten the game with Lang and Jesse Foley. You get a third guy in there and make it a 6-inning game where those three can shut it down. It's weird that they didn't do anything else.
Yeah, it's surprising. We'll see. Oh, well. And obviously Twitter's freaking out already. Fire Sky Harris. Like,
yeah, that's just crazy.
Relax, guys.
You guys just dealt with fucking how many years of
Avila?
Yeah, and you're ready to fire the next guy already after 1.5 years. Yeah. It's fucking insane.
He's fine.
Relax.
I remember what I was gonna say about the running backs. It wasn't so much that of a question, but more like of a statement. It's like remember back to Hard Knocks last year that Craig Reynolds was on the bubble then, and it took like offensive linemen coming to bat for Craig Reynolds for him to like ultimately make the team. Because I think it was Deuce Staley was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some issues with offensive linemen if Craig Reynolds doesn't make this team.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he was a surprise cut. I think he is obviously very suitable in like running, but catch-wise, I think Justin Jackson gives you that, and he can run as well.
Yes, I agree with that. I think Justin Jackson might be the best option out of those guys. Maybe you keep Mo Ibrahim on the practice squad at first, but Craig Reynolds has to do something, you know, because they obviously showed they liked Justin Jackson so much they gave him all the time last year and then brought him back.
Paid him.
Had him come in this year, so we'll see, but
we're gonna see guys that we like get cut, which is a good thing.
That's what happens when you have a good team.
Yeah.
What? How often is Gibbs out there at receiver? Have you noticed?
A lot.
Yeah.
They move him. They bounce him around at different positions all day long. I think yesterday was the most I've seen him at running back, like running in between the tackles, which he can do. He runs hard. I don't think they're gonna have him do it from an investment standpoint, but Gibbs is not one to worry about. He's gonna be a stud.
How are these people really bashing Scott Harris? This is crazy to me.
Are they really going off?
Yeah. Just dude, it was How?
They need to relax. They need to relax for sure.
Can you articulate a thought of how? I mean, I don't know. You guys need some good weed. That's what you need. You need to calm down, relax yourselves. You don't have to get up and go anywhere. You can order the weed to you just by going to disposhops.com. That's DISPO shops.com. JB might be delivery driver, and if you see him, make sure you tip him something fat. Experience the true meaning of exceptional cannabis products with the Dispo Dispensary. Indulge in the finest selection of cannabis curated with care with over 12 locations. Now that the Whitmore store is open too. Dispo's never far away. Visit disposhops.com today and unlock a world of endless possibilities in the realm of cannabis. That's DISPO shops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Love Woodward Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Jumper! Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
How would you like to win a $100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Centron Energy Drink It and Live It sweepstakes. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win the 100K Vegas getaway at drinkcentron.com/Vegas and buy Centron at your local Myers store. Centron, the healthier energy drink with great taste and the choice of people who desire to look good, feel great, and be the best version of themselves. Once again, that is drinkcentron.com/Vegas. Now back to the heavies.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WoodsportsCom. I'm your boy Eazy. That's my guy Spin More Rex, JB Smooth, Matthew Broder, Detroit Lions beat reporter and writer for the Woodward Sports Network. Make sure you guys follow him for your live updates and training camp news. Broder, give you a shout out your Twitter real quick. What is that?
Matt Bro 21. MATTBRO 21.
I like that. I like that. Real quick. Sky Harris hasn't even been in the job a year. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
And like this hate on this guy. So did Sky Harris give Eduardo? Did he give Eduardo the no trade clause? Did Sky Harris give him that contract?
Yeah, right.
I think it might have been Avila.
Avila.
Yeah.
He was here last year.
No, it was Avila.
Yeah.
100% was Avila.
So
because he disappeared.
Because he ghosted him. Yeah. It was
Sky
Avila.
Harris brokered a trade for Eduardo. Call him Edward. And because of the fucking no trade clause, the Al Avila's haunting us from the dead, dude. That's what's happening right now. And then you guys are blaming Sky Harris for it. That is crazy to me. Al Avila gave him the no trade clause, not Sky Harris. Sky Harris brokered a deal to get him out of town, and then he declined the trade. That's not, you can't be mad at him for that. The guy hasn't been in the office for a fucking year yet.
He did ghost Al Avila for like 4 months.
Yes.
He didn't tell anybody anything.
Literally.
Left, never came back.
No respect.
Yeah.
Relax. Just cool your tits. Plus, it's a bad team. Like, this shit was going to take some time. You're out of your fucking mind. You thought this shit was going to turn around in 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm not even a big baseball guy to know that. This is common fucking sense. Sorry. I just feel bad. Sky Harris is taking heat right now. It makes no sense.
I love that.
Zero sense. Sorry. Got out of my system. You got anything on that?
No, it's stupid.
You want? Yeah. Okay.
It's worth being like, why didn't he add some more prospects? Why didn't he trade anybody? But at the end of the day, whatever.
Yeah. What was that? Oh. You asked, though, Spinny, bring it back to a more heavyweight topic, is the girth the Lions have an interior defensive line enough?
Yeah, they put it out there.
Is there
today,
enough
JB,
stuffing?
Can you throw that graphic up there? Because the Lions got some big boys in the middle there. And here you go. You got Aleem at 305, Lean Aleem. You got Broderick Martin at 330, Isaiah Buggs at 335, and Benito Jones at 335. So is that enough girth to clog up that middle for the Detroit Lions?
Boy, oh boy. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
All off season, I've been hoping and dreaming the Detroit Lions get them one of them guys in Honolulu blue in that middle, just fill it in and stuff it. Stuff runs, calls one-on-ones for these out guys, the outside guys, the edge rush is the word I was looking for there. I've been praying for it. I heard that Ndamukong Suh wanted to come back. I said, let's go get Ndamukong Suh. I heard Williams was on a trade market over there at the Jets. I said, let's go get him. Mm-hmm. All right, Chris Jones was really unhappy in Kansas City, and that's with 2 Super Bowl rings on their fingers. I was like, let's go get him. And then we sat down there in practice, and in person, I got to see this big, girthy man, Broderick Martin, stuff the middle effortlessly against an all-pro center like Frank Ragnow and spin out here to tell you I think they got enough girth in the middle now, brother.
You know what? Easy. You might not be too comfortable around these parts. All you yellow belly, chicken neck, ugly skinny motherfuckers gonna come talk to the heavies, the heavyweights, about girth in the middle and what that means for them there Detroit Lions. Yeah. And you know what, brother?
What, brother?
I might just be with you.
Oh, maybe.
You get a big man.
Big
I'm
man.
talking about a big man.
Humongous.
A big old man.
Fat.
That you traded not 1, not 2, but 3 draft picks.
3 draft picks.
3 assets.
Trace.
That Brad Holmes is known to use and use well.
Yes, sir.
And you trade them to get yourself some of that big meaty meat from Western Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Named Broderick Reginald Martin.
The 3rd.
You put him next to a new slim, mean Aleem.
Slim, thick.
With his cute ass. I'm telling you, them 2 big boys in the middle could be a double-barrel shotgun
That's what I'm saying,
waiting to happen, brother.
Kapow!
Kapow!
That's what I'm saying. You also forget. Brad Holmes likes them big.
He likes them chunky.
This is the guy that picked out Aaron Donald's thick ass.
He said, I need them cheeks.
So if this is the same man casting judgment on a Broderick Martin,
big old Brod,
then I love me some Broderick Martin.
Big old Brod.
And I see Broderick Martin.
Big old Brod.
Make some big old plays.
Big old plays.
On the very first snap of the 2nd day of padded practice.
Now, I'll tell you what, brother.
What are you going to tell me? Tell me
we
right
heard
now.
one big old sound in practice.
Yeah.
It echoed through the halls of Allen Park.
Uh-huh.
And that sound, you know what that was?
Kablam!
That was the thunderous cheeks clapping of big old Broderick Martin making his presence felt. Then an all-pro center.
Yeah.
Another big man in himself. Another man that I'm not trying to reckon I'll fight with.
Oh.
Couldn't handle the girth of big old Brod.
Just a young, thick man there, Broderick Martin. So to answer your question, brother,
tell me what I'm feeling.
I think the Detroit Lions have enough girth.
Girth?
In the middle.
Middle. To fill them holes.
Brother, do you concur?
Dude, I can't follow. Who's ever in the back, clip that.
All I know, brother, is them big guys in the middle keep eating them cornbread. Keep eating them biscuits and gravy. Keep them thighs thunderous. And you better keep on keeping on.
You may see a Broderick Martin stop something moving, but he ain't done moving. You got that little jiggle going on afterwards. He's gonna keep it going, baby. Oh, yeah. That's when you feel the earth shake a little bit. That's that booty meat just rippling off the hit he made. I think they got enough. And I also think, again, 26 years old, Isaiah Buggs. I forgot.
He's not an old man.
He is not an old man.
He's still a young pup. Me and Isaiah Buggs, 96, brother.
Put up that picture there one more time,
that
JB.
bear, that, yeah, let's see that
who
girl.
else is thick on that line. Isaiah Buggs, 335. He's heavier than Broderick Martin.
He's a big man.
And there's one piece of meat missing on that list.
And what's that?
Levi.
You're talking about Levi. Onzerike. The man whose own back couldn't physically handle the girth he was bringing to the table.
Yeah!
Ow! He got some girth going in there, boys. Let me tell you, when you get big, girthy, thick men like that in the middle, make it easier for them outside rushers.
Yes, sir.
To do what they do best and get all the glory, get all the sacks. Well, you got your meat standing put.
And that's just what Broder Martin, you put on the tape for that boy. And that's what they're doing. The meat is just standing put. There's two human beings trying to move that motherfucking meat, and they just can't. He's just too big.
He's too big.
Too strong.
Too strong.
Too girthy.
Too girthy.
And what it helps with Spinny too, when you got you one of them skinny lads, one of them strapping lads, like an Aiden Hutchinson who may or may not kiss their dad. He has one-on-one matchup.
I'll tell you what.
He may or may not eat the quarterbacks.
You know,
I'm not going to say what I was going to say because it came out weird.
You know who else benefits from that type of girth there in the middle?
Who, brother?
A big old meat missile.
Screaming
in.
You dirty dog.
Screaming in.
You dirty dog.
One of them big girthy men holding up two blockers, making that center, making that guard, hold him up. You got a meat missile coming in off the backside like a rocket from a Mandingo, and he's looking like a monster.
How'd you go horsey there, mate?
All I know is, what did Dan Campbell say last year around this time that he was looking for on that defensive line?
Some girthy boys.
Some girthy man.
Oh, yeah, man.
And what has he got in
man
there?
Boys.
Can't say
girthy man boys.
Can't say boys with this accent when you're talking about black men.
That is true.
Doesn't give a good connotation.
You're not wrong there.
But what are you talking about with the defensive line now?
I like it.
You like it.
I love it.
I love it.
I want some more of it. Now, I wouldn't be
I
mad.
tried so hard. Don't know what it is. But I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah! Try that in a small town.
Try that.
Can't fit all that girth in a small town. You need a big city for that type of girth.
Now, if you want to lose some of your girth, there's only one place you can go.
That's Planet Fitness.
Beat Low E's bad.
You can find them, and you can beat Low E.
Bang!
Planet Fitness.
Kabow!
The home of the original judgment-free zone, where you and Arthur Morgan can work out in a non-intimidating judgment-free atmosphere. Gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full body workout in just 30 minutes in a 30-minute circuit. And all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the black card and give you some amenities like hydro massage, massage chairs, total body enhancement, and more for just $24.99. For more information, go into your local Planet Fitness, kick the doors open like a saloon, and beat Low E. Or you can go on your fancy dancy computer machines and go to planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where girth is essential.
Can't get enough Woodward Sports content? Head over to woodwardsports.com right now for up-to-date sports articles and great entertainment news. We have the best writers, bloggers, and coverage all at your fingertips. Head to woodwardsports.com right now to experience all Woodward Sports has to offer.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
What up, though, and hey there from the Woodward Heavyweights.
Y'all come back now here.
I'm Eazy, that's my pal, Spin More X. Combined 382 pounds. The math on that just don't make sense. We're going with 5.
Make sense.
We're like 5 something. We got JB Smooth on the TD booth. We got Broder on the 1s and 2s. Like one if you guys haven't already. With that being said, we have a couple ways we can take the show now.
Okay.
There's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Second. We put in here outside of Amon-Ra St. Brown, who would be the most impactful wide receiver for the Detroit Lions. It's Jameson Williams, brother. Come on.
Even without playing a full season.
Yes. Do you see what you love? CJGJ.
Yes.
CJGJ has been widely regarded as one of the better nickel hybrid safety guys out there.
Yes.
And just his first practice in pads. I'm saying his first and at the NFL level.
Yeah.
Tell him, bro. He put CJGJ in a turnstile. Yeah, I'm fucking looking for his wallet and his shoes when he was done with them. It's Jameson Williams. There's another one, though. You also have, how much does MCDC really change the culture in Detroit? That might be.
And we have a guy that joined this team that was a part of the Quinn Trishett regime.
Yeah.
And he came back this year and he's got some words on it.
Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones.
Let's see this.
These third downs, red zone, obviously. I plan on doing the same thing that I've done when I was here. But I'm just excited. I'm just excited to be here with this team. Obviously, it's a new look from a while ago, and it's a great look. So I'm just excited.
Yeah, how different is the vibe, 2 years removed?
It's definitely a different vibe. Everybody just together. The camaraderie is there. The coach is on down. So it's good to be a part of. It's good to be, fun to be in meetings. So overall, it's just a great time.
I gotta be real with you, Spinny. Like, I've worked a lot of places. I'm almost 30 now.
Me too. I've worked a lot of places.
You have worked a lot of places. You've worked so many places. It's kind of insane.
It's not that. I don't feel like it's not that many.
Dog, you got like 12.
Should I make a list?
Yeah, you should while I'm doing this.
Right.
And I've worked at places I've enjoyed. I've worked at places I haven't enjoyed. We made note of like the amount of people that are putting in the extra work after practice this training camp versus like years past where the Detroit Lions haven't been as successful or has many expectations. And this year it just feels like there are just many more guys. I mean, you have Amon-Ra leading the way with the 2-2 catches. Khalif Raymond constantly doing extra work after practice. You see multiple times Levon Zarike, Aiden Hutchinson, even since last year, doing stuff after practice. You got, we witnessed ourselves, CJ, and the boys just running suicides as a unit together. When you like somewhere like you work, when you enjoy the place you work, you're willing to put in that extra work to make sure that company or that team goes further because you feel united with it. That place takes care of you. You all have that common goal, and you want to be proud of the work you put in and proud of the place you work at. Yes, Dan Campbell has changed that culture, and Dan Campbell's helped change that culture in many ways. And I'm just going to credit Dan Campbell with that too. It starts from the top, make it drop. That's that wet ass pussy. All right. Well, this is a bad segment. Flagway is what I was going to say because it is a female counterpart. Sheila Ford. It wasn't meant to segue that way, but it trickles down. But it really does. And I'm sorry for that segue. But Sheila Ford, she's hungry, bro.
Yes.
And she's hungry for success more than any other Detroit Lions owner that I've lived through. And she's not going to let just the money manager guy make decisions. All due respect to
Rod Wood.
Thank you. So she got somebody who loves some football, and that's Chris Spielman. Chris Spielman is a guy who's historically not been afraid to get his hands dirty to get the job done. Matter of fact, we saw him out there Saturday, and he was doing groundskeeping, bro.
Yeah.
You're talking about a CEO, like one at the top of the food chain, out there just fucking doing like groundskeeping. And a fucking, like, just, he's a fucking man. But she brought him in to help bring in the football minds. Then you use that same, I guess, real one radar to find you a Dan Campbell. And then Dan Campbell helps you change the culture. But not just them either. You also have Brad Holmes, too. And they've made an effort, a valiant effort of drafting guys that are more football players, character-driven guys, than they are just talent guys. I mean, we in this big room, I don't know about you, Broder, but we want a Jalen Carter bad.
Yeah.
You heard how much we love our thick boys in the previous segment, but Jalen Carter's a bad motherfucker. There's reports that he's taking on double teams and knocking both men to the ground. But that don't matter. They want guys that want to be here. They want guys that want to win. They want guys that are determined to just be leaders. And yeah, all together, from the top, make it drop. It's trending down, and the culture has changed. And I'm not crediting Dan Campbell with that. I'm starting with Sheila Ford. Give her flowers. You counting your jobs?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You see, I told you got to work a lot of jobs.
13.
That's a lot.
13 different jobs.
How old are you? 25.
26.
26?
Yeah.
You're a man of many talents.
Yeah. You are a man of many talents.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
Did you count this one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I counted this one.
Did you count the multiple jobs you had within?
No, I didn't.
15, 16.
Yeah, maybe. But I agree, man. It starts with Sheila. Obviously, you saw her making changes when they were asked to be. You remember the Tracy Walker situation with what happened with the field? Instantly got that changed as soon as she could. She, like you said, she instills a guy like Chris Spielman, gives him power, a guy who's a legend in franchise history, a guy who goes out there and knows what he wants, knows football. She leans on guys like that. She goes out, gets a Brad Holmes, gets a Dan Campbell, gets these football minds in here. It does start at the top with her, and she's made all of the different choices, all of the decisions that need to be made. You can't look at one of them and be like, that was a bad choice. That was a bad decision. She's made the right moves at the right time, and she's helped this city, this team, this franchise start to claw its way out of mediocrity. Obviously, she had a very, very tough road to right the ship, starting with the Quinn Trisha era and everything that they did to this franchise, but she's doing a great job, and she's put a lot of great people in positions to help.
And that's what I'm
trickles
saying. Like,
down.
It trickles down. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just, like, as much as I love Dan Campbell, as much as I love Brad Holmes, I can't just solely give them credit. It starts with who gave those guys a job. It starts with who gave the guy the job to help find those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Sheila Ford.
And how about this? It could have gone up in flames when they hired Dan Campbell first.
Mm-hmm.
Or they hired any head coach first before hiring the GM. But somehow the decisions they made, it's a perfect marriage between Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes. That doesn't happen very often. And she was behind that move.
Yeah.
And that's even like guys that like didn't have a previous relationship. Like that is truly like knowing like your personnel, like what type of like human being you're looking for that job. Because the fact that like Dan Campbell said the year one when he came to this office is like, we're both alphas, but sometimes to be an alpha you have to know when to like take a step down and let somebody else take control. And Dan Campbell, I mean, watching Inside the Den, it was poetry in motion in that draft room. It really was. It was the part that still just trips me out the most. Beginning of the second round, before any selections are made, and Brad Holmes was like, "Yeah, I'm targeting Laporta and Brian Branch," and then like just knowing that he got both those guys,
yes,
both the guys he wanted at the top of the fucking second round.
Yeah, it's impressive.
It's nasty.
The guy's a wizard, man. The guy's a wizard. He makes things happen, and Sheila was obviously a big part of bringing him here, and she made a great decision.
And like as much as like we
gave Sheila Ford Hamper flowers.
We were the first ones to do it.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. And we caught flack for it. Guys were quoting our video and articles and talking about it on shows. We need to see more, blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe for you, yeah. But we noticed a difference right away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like accountability there. Another example was like the whole field situation. Like she is her. Him. However she feels they. She is they. I mean, they is them.
They is them.
They is them.
Facts.
Big facts.
Big facts.
Did you guys see the interview with Dan Campbell on Pardon My Take with Big Cat?
No, I'm going to watch that on the drive home today. Or listen to it on the way home.
Yeah, watch it. It's good. And there's a segment where he talks about the culture, and it's an epic.
The live lion segment was pretty dope.
Yeah.
He wanted a live lion on the field during all games.
Yeah.
But the NFL wouldn't let him do it.
And Sheila was up for it, too.
Sheila said she was down.
Yeah, she was down.
Culture change, yeah. I'm telling you. No, but yeah, and I think it's dope how they like were able to find, I guess, the way these two work together without having previous like relationship. And like as much as like Dan was telling Holmes to trust his gut when it came to the Brockton Martin pick, I feel like the Jack Campbell pick was more driven by Dan Campbell. Maybe just because of the last name. I mean, I don't know what it was. Just the fact that he's like a Dan Campbell type of guy. You did call it. That was nice. That was actually fucking nice as fuck. But you did, like, literally fucking day one of interviews.
Yeah.
Because we didn't even have names yet. We were just trying to guess.
They said there was like 4 Dan Campbell guys.
Yeah. And you, yeah.
I said Jack Campbell.
Dog, that is like for real. There's another little fucking air tap for you on that one. But what else are they gonna get? Oh yeah, Brad kind of like allowing Campbell to pursue Campbell as his middle linebacker, and like who's to say? Obviously, we haven't seen him hit the field yet, but like from what we know of or what we've seen, with Broder in the room, he looks like he'd be something nice.
He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good.
How is he looking in the passing game actually?
Good. He actually looked better in the passing game yesterday than what I've seen him before. He looked better than in the passing game than the run game yesterday.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm a pretty tall guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
He's got 40 pounds on me of muscle.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get too excited about that anymore. He's thick, but he's a big dude, and he's still getting better. He's exciting.
Absolutely. And then Isaac Lee in the Woodward Sports Chat, great comment too. From getting booed in Ford Field to getting her name chanted in Allen Park. What a story. And I just hope that once they lock up a home playoff game and or win that playoff game, those chants
continue.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this if they have a home playoff game and they win? What the city would be like after that?
I might cry.
I'm probably going to.
I might cry. I'm a confession. I think I've admitted the show before too, but like 2 times I remember crying in sports. Once, shamefully, and I was like 10, so whatever. But actually, maybe 3 if you count sports that I've played. But I lost a game of badminton to my aunt one time. No, but a time that I feel like a goal line stop like the game just because I was chasing a sack and they just I wasn't filling my gap. I was just trying to like fucking chase the quarterback. I was a dumbass. Allowed the running backs right in. And then 2, when the Pistons lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, I cried during that.
3, when the Detroit Lions locked up a playoff spot against the Los Angeles Chargers at that time. Or San Diego Chargers, I'm sorry. And they fucking laughed the field, high-fiving everybody.
Happy tears.
Yeah, that shit, happy tears. That shit was fucking lit. And I was there, my uncle was fucking, my whole life was like, oh, the Lions, rah, 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 rah. And they fucking made it. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck you, Uncle Fred. I love you, Uncle Fred. By that time, I was like,
fuck you, Uncle Fred.
Told you, Uncle Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fire moment.
Detroit Davers says 3-on-3. Eazy was only 10, still smooching his pops.
I don't know my pops.
That's why I cried.
Joke on you.
Why don't you tell us about Swiss Insurance?
I'll tell you about Swiss Insurance. Now that summertime's here, it's important to make sure you are properly covered. Whether it's a grad party or just a group of people over to enjoy the lake or pool, your liability exposure increases significantly in the summertime. Let Swiss Insurance Group review your coverage and make sure you are properly protected from an unexpected loss. Check out Swiss at swissins.com or call Mark today at 248-800-4177.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports. Detroit's winning sports network. Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit. We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m. You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Your childhood may be over, but playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more, servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live over sports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Rex. Young Chris is gone. JB Smooth in place of him. Are we just out of Chris all week, man?
I don't know.
You guys want to celebrate tonight or what? I'm playing. No,
Hell yeah, the idiot's gone.
No, we do miss Chris dearly. In place of JB on the 1s and 2s is our guy Broder. Woodward Sports, Detroit Lions beat reporter.
Broder, do you think Scott Harris failed? Would you consider it a failure?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, no.
Why not?
Because he didn't have to make a trade. Like there's no need to make a trade just to make a trade. And actually, let me walk that back just a second. He did make a trade, and it was the player that chose not to. That's not his fault. Should he have had another team ready? Who knows? But man, we got a long way for this Tigers team to truly be in contention. What are we, 6.5 games back? Yes, each season we might have a chance to win the division or sneak into the playoffs, but he's trying to build a sustainable winning team. Yeah, it's going to take a few years. We'll get there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty upset by it. I think it needed to be done because I don't see Erod opting in for that deal. I just don't see that. The reasoning behind him turning down the trade to the Dodgers was that he wanted to stay close in the East Coast to stay with his family, so he didn't want to go all the way to the West Coast. But man, I guess it was Hall that they were trading for, and then Erod shot it down. So should he have done more due diligence and contacted Erod to see if he would have waived the no trade clause or what was going on with there? Like you said, had another team on command ready to pull the trigger on if it did get shot down. I think so. I don't want to consider it it's not like a total failure. I'm not throwing the guy under the bus already, but I think it's a big missed opportunity.
Yeah, I think the other thing too is Erod's also not the most reliable guy to trade for. I mean, this is following the season. He literally just went AWOL on the entire team, their GM, the following season. How much are you willing to give up if you're another team for Eduardo Rodriguez? You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you have to pay him afterward too. You know what I'm saying? What type of commitment are you willing to make to a guy who has no commitment or respect for his team to let him know he's just fucking disappearing off the face of the earth for a minute? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm kind of bummed that he gave that answer. That's reported.
He wanted to stay on the East Coast with his family.
He could do that in 2 months, or maybe 3, because the Dodgers will be in the playoffs. Why not just go
playoffs?
Get into it.
Steve Wildes, you need to calm down. He says Harris looks as bad as Avila or worse. No, that's just overreacting. That's a ridiculous statement, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Am I disappointed? Yes. Am I ready to fire the guy through a cannon? No. I'm not jumping that far, but it does suck. And it's like I said, it was a major lost opportunity in my mind.
Yeah. And once we hit on the likes, we will announce the winner of the preseason tickets that we have for the Detroit Lions. Was it Giants or Jags we were giving?
Giants.
Unfortunately, though, the name is pretty tough to pronounce. But I'm going to wing it here.
Doing it right now?
Yeah, it's 100. We're at 100 likes.
You're at 100 likes?
Yeah.
Tiswawich? Mike Tiswawich?
Michael Tiswawich.
How would you say it?
I don't know. That's my best guess.
What is that?
Tiskovich?
Michael
Spell it.
Tiskovich?
Don't spell it.
Use it in a sentence.
Use it in a sentence. His name is Michael Tiskovich.
Michael Tiskovich, if you're listening, you have won the preseason tickets for the Detroit Lions versus the New York Giants. Make sure you come in studio and pick them up. I'm playing.
We'll get in contact with you through DM. We'll DM you from the Heavyweights page. We'll figure out the logistics of how to get them to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Detroit City, Mike Hunt. Shout out to Mike Hunt.
Shout out to Mike Hunt
for participating.
Mike Hunt's girthy.
Mike Hunt is girthy. I'll tell you what. Next Monday show, we'll do another one of these. 138 was the last number.
I want the Jags tickets.
Fuck you. Maybe you go with the winner of this next one.
Okay.
Would you do that?
Maybe.
You're not really nice to new people.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean,
Yeah, you are mean.
I'm not mean to new people.
You come off as mean. Cold.
To who? Just Chris? That's the only.
Oh no, this is more than Chris.
Who?
Just not I can think of off the top of my head.
Exactly. So it was just Chris.
Said a lot of shitty things about JB before you. I'm just kidding.
And it was just Chris because Chris is cringe.
There was another person who was at camp. I won't name their name. Virgin.
Oh.
You're kind of mean to
a virgin.
You're kind of mean to. Well, I guess you're really mean to them. Ew. You're just cold. That's it. It's not mean. It's just cold.
I can start being mean to people if you want me to. This is all a facade. I fucking hate all of you.
You do. I'd have to stop you from jumping in front of that bus that one day.
It's true.
But we will be offering off tickets to the Jags game too. A ticket. You'll be joining Spit More X. You should vlog that. See what I'm saying?
You go.
Oh God, is this a fucking? That was on my arm just now.
Spider just fall on you?
Yeah. Look how big it looked. If it was, that was scary.
That's a dude's hair. It's growing back.
Did you see that video of dude from Minnesota?
Who?
At
Jordan Addison? No, I haven't. I saw the one of George Pickens, and that was impressive.
JB, did I send this? I don't know if I sent it or not. I don't think I did. I'll send it during the commercial break. Listen, I quietly and secretly have been like fearing the duo of Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson, because like I don't want to be disrespectful of Thielen, but he's like on the back half of his career, so able to produce alongside Justin Jefferson, because Justin Jefferson already just demands so much more attention.
Mm-hmm.
And then you grab a former Blitnikov Trophy winner,
yes,
and Jordan Addison. Not just like that too, like the skill set he brings alone in itself. Because like if you're taking a Justin Jefferson deep, which he's great at already by himself, and you have another guy to put there and across the middle, and a Jordan Addison who's just also a speedy guy. We also got the yak ability. Like I'm gonna send the video to JB. Do you care if we go to break early?
No, I don't care.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get the video to JB. Tell them about Lady Jane's.
Lady Jane's. You can walk into Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you and one for your wife, girlfriend, or best bud. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Who's he going against there?
Sauced.
Vikings number 11.
Sauced. I don't know, but rest in peace to that person. They got cooked.
Dante Culpepper is who he was going against. That was the Vikings number 11.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
He's looking pretty good though for his age and his girth.
That kind of concerns me. Are there any other like rookies in the NFC North that like concern you guys have gone to another team?
In the NFC North?
Yeah, like specifically. Pacifically.
What?
Pacifically. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to. Javante
Davis.
Dexter, or Javante
Oh,
Dexter,
the guy from Florida.
defensive tackle out of Florida. I wanted him real bad. He went to the Bears.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. But no, it's definitely Addison's got to be the number one.
Yeah. I'm actually going to look at the Packers draft. Maybe I'll say this for like an actual segment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that because I do like the segment, and it allows us to do a little bit more homework on it too. We'll save this little bit of a show for a little bit of basketball. We have two, Cade Cunningham, and fucking go mode right now.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah, I do want to see this.
Throw it up there, Jay Bussy.
Throw it up. Jay Bussy.
Hey, right here. Hey, talk to him.
Coming up off the one, off the left, yamming on dudes.
Hey, right here. Hey,
love
talk
to
to
see
him.
it. We'll absolutely love to see it.
I think I wonder. I mean, I don't expect it to, but I wonder if it's a possibility that Cade gets a bump in athleticism due to like him having that injury since high school.
I mean, maybe a little bit. Maybe he'll get an extra couple inches on his vertical, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like I've said it before, we're gonna see the healthiest Cade Cunningham that anybody's seen since high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be nothing but a good thing. I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see what he's going to go out there and do. I expect him to have an all-star caliber season. Like 22 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. Like I can't wait to see two back on the court, man. It's been too long. It's been too long.
If we hit 150 likes before the stream ends, I'll finally confess and admit the truth about one
meat missile.
Yeah, from the morning show.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
One Badum Haydoon.
Badum Haydoon. The truth will come out.
150 likes. And the only reason why I put it there is because they're not gonna hit it.
What if they do?
Goddamn chance.
I know Mike Hilton has like 6 different burner accounts.
Mike Hilton does have 6 different burner accounts, but can he make 46 different burner accounts before the end of the stream? That's the real question.
How do you feel about Cade?
Shout out to Mike Hilton, by the way.
Shout out to Mike Hilton.
Real one.
He hates Sam, but he rides with the heavies.
Does hate Sam.
He hates Sam.
He does hate Sam. How do I feel about Cade?
Cade.
I'm joking. You know I love Cade.
Yeah.
I mean, the Pistons, I just got to see it mesh together. I think JJ was on his podcast kind of saying the same sentiments. He loves the talent, just not sure of the fit quite yet. I think that's like me. I think if you're a sound basketball mind, that is exactly what this is. Full of talent right now. Just got to see the fit. Broder? Let's go. You actually coach basketball.
Yeah. It's been a couple years. I can't wait for Cade Cunningham to get back on the court, too. I don't know why this kind of popped into my head while you guys were talking. Does he not give you, like, Amon-Ra St. Brown vibes? Of both his work ethic and, like, underrated athleticism. Like, athleticism probably wouldn't show up in combine-type drills, like maybe not the fastest 40 or the highest vertical, but knows how to use your body and knows how to, like get to the spot he wants or get whatever he needs to do on the court. I love watching him play. It's basketball is going to change here in Detroit with him on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with it. You're getting back your 1-1. You're getting back your guy that's going to go out there and ball. You're getting back your guy that's going to be the man on the team that your entire offense and defense was predicated on. And now we have a legitimate, and like no disrespect to Dwayne Casey, but a legitimately good head coach in Monty Williams that can go out there and he can bring the best out of these young guys. And I'm just excited to see what he can do, especially with players in there now. Like, he didn't get a full season with Ivy or Bogdanovich. You add an Oscar Thompson, you add different guys coming off the bench to help take some of the load. Pause. I think he's going to be – I think we're going to see the best Cade Cunningham we've seen in a long time.
JB, do you know if Chris is coming back tomorrow at all? Or
I'm not 100% certain, but I'm sure he should be.
Let's do all basketball tomorrow, but only if Chris isn't here.
Yes, deal. Chris isn't here, we're doing all basketball. Well, because I want to make sure, because I can save this stuff, because we don't normally have Broder on the show, so I can save these questions for tomorrow, or I can ask him now. I really want to. The Pistons
ask him now. We got 5 minutes.
All right, bet. Pistons playing, yes or no?
I'm gonna say yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
I think Cade Cunningham and Monty Williams can make that type of difference. I think they should be able to make it to the play-ins. That's, I know, what is it, about 41 wins?
Yeah.
Was play-ins. It's a lot higher than the word play-ins, but it's doable.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What did we have? 16 wins last season.
17.
Yeah. But playing for real?
Play-ins, man.
So you're confident in the fit and all that?
It's tough because I don't think they're. This isn't the team that we're gonna, or the roster that we're gonna be competing in the playoffs with. It's just not finished. And I don't know if that's something that happens at the trade deadline this season. They're playing well and they make a few moves to kind of finish off this restoration.
Hell yeah.
But
finish it off.
I don't think they're that far away. They have pieces. It's just who's going to emerge from that group, and what is Troy Weaver going to do on the phone when the time comes?
Is Troy Weaver on the hot seat if they don't having a good season, like an improvement season, a vast improvement season?
I know that's tough. I want to say yes. I think he has one more year. I think he has that one more year of his what was it, 2000 was his first draft class, or 2001 with the Pistons. I think if they don't improve at all, or if they even take a step back, which none of us think is going to happen, then that seat is blistering hot. But I think as long as they look different, as long as they have an identity this year, maybe is where I was going with it.
That's fair.
I love the Monty move, though. That's the first big step.
It's fair. I like it a lot, too. I can't wait to see Cade next year, but we're going to have to wait until then. For that'll do it for us today.
That'll do it, donkey.
I appreciate you all for tapping in.
Donkey.
Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review.
Donkey.
For the one who always speak Eazy.
Donkey.
JB Smooth in the TD booth. And Matt Broder on the ones and twos. I'm Spencer Raster. We are the Woodward Heavyweights.
Donkey.
And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Donkey.
Peace.
Oh, whoa.
Good, bro?
Whoa.
You okay?
Whoa.
Damn.
Oh, whoa.
Good, bro?
Whoa.
You okay?
Whoa.
Damn.